What's up everybody, Kiwami Games here, back at it with another video for you guys. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are playing in the second stage of the World Championship Qualifiers. And we're playing with none other than Sky Strikers, alright? Now this deck was a whole lot of fun to play. I really enjoyed this deck. And I have to give a shout out to the YouTuber Frozen by Ice Cream, for this deck was heavily influenced by one of his builds that I saw online, and I thought it was a really fun and different approach to how people are playing Sky Strikers. So the way that we're playing Sky Strikers is that obviously we are going to go second, but we are focusing more on breaking our opponent's boards while using their resources as our own materials to OTK them. And I just thought it was a different way to play it. I didn't see too many people playing Sky Strikers this way, so I thought I'd try to give it my own little twist and just have a go at it, and it's been really fun. But yeah, so let's work into the deck list. So what we have here is 2 Kurikaras, we have 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Strike Striker Riot. I know a lot of people say Ray, but if you read it the Japanese way, it's actually Riot, but whatever, Riot. We have 1 Rose, 1 Raigeki. Okay, we have 1 Harpy's Feather Dusters, 1 Mind Control, 1 Monster Reborn, 2 Change of Heart, 3 Sky Striker Engage. Okay, then we have 1 Afterburners. We have 1 Herald of the Abyss to kind of help, like, for example, the E-Port Lenore and stuff like that, just monsters that we might have a difficult time with. And then we have 2 Lightning Storms. We have 2 Triple Tactics Talent, 3 Triple Tactics Thrust. And then we have 3 Autonomous Action Unit. Now I know this card right here might not be familiar to you guys, but this card right here, you pay 1500 life points, and then you can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, and then you can special summon it to your side of the field in attack position. So it's a really great card. And then we have 1 multi-roll. We have 2 Called by the Graves, 1 Hornet Drones, 3 Widow Anchor, and 1 Shark Cannon, 1 Linkage, and 1 Infinite Impermanence. Alright, and then for the extra decks, you know, we got that Royal Rare Kagari, and then we also got that Alternate Art Kagari, and we're running 3 of them. Alright, then we have 2 Shizuku, we have 2 Hayate, and then we have 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke, 1 Dark the Dark Charmer, we have 1 Azalea, 1 Camellia, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Engage Zero, and 1 Access Cold Talker. Alright, so that's the deck list. I'll go over it again at the end of the video, and also I'll leave a link down in the description that will take you to the deck list if you want to see it online, to the YGOPro website. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into this video and let's go break some boards. Alright my people, so in this replay we are gonna go up against Snake Eyes Fire King. Alright, and then obviously we're gonna go second. Alright, so we're going to start with the bonfire. He's going to get himself the Ash. Alright, then he's going to normal summon the Ash. Okay, search the Poplar. Then the Poplar is going to special summon itself. I mean, Snake Eyes, I think we all should know what they do by now, so I'm just going to fast forward this a little bit. Alright, so he's going to go into the Link Karibo. Then the Ash is going to put itself back onto the field. Then he's going to get the Flame Birch. Alright, then he's going to activate Original Sinful Spoil. Now he's going to go into the Fire King engine, getting the Pawnex, getting the Sanctuary, getting the Island. Then he's going to go into Little Knight. Alright, then he's going to pop his Kirin. He's going to get the Garunix. Alright, he's going to bring back the Pawnex. Then he's going to pop the Arvatara. Then the Arvatara is going to bring back the Keyring. And then now he's going to go into the Promethean Princess. Princess is going to bring back the Arvatara. Then the Ambler Whale. Then the Ash, and then now he's gonna make a big fat Appaloosa. Alright, okay, so back to us. Alright, so we drew into Ash Blossom, so we're gonna start with multi-roll. Then we're gonna activate Engage. Then we're gonna search for Riot or Ray, how you guys want to call it. Then we're gonna normal summon the Ray. Then we're gonna go into Hayate. And I'm all just trying to bait out any like hand traps or anything like that he may have. Alright, then I'm going to steal his Apollo USA. Then I'm going to smack him. Then we're going to send the Widow Anchor to the graveyard. Then we're going to kill his Arvatara, which is going to trigger the Garunix. It's going to trigger the Arvatara as well. But I can negate it with the Appaloosa. Okay. And then now the Garunix is going to bring himself back onto the field. And it's going to start a new chain. And because it's a separate chain from before, then I can negate it once again with the Apollo USA. Alright, and then now in our second main phase, we're going to go into the Kagari. Yo, that alternate art form, it's dope, bro. That animation is super dope. Alright, so we're going to get back our Widow Anchor. And then now with these two monsters, we're going to go into our SP Little Knight. Alright, and then with the SP Little Knight, I'm going to try to banish his Fire Island. And then he's going to activate the Promethean Princess. So before he activates the Promethean Princess and pop me, I'm going to banish my SP Little Knight. And I'm also going to banish the Ambler Whale. Okay, but I'm actually going to try to also get rid of his Promethean Princess by Call by the Grave, but he actually has the Crows Out Designator. So now I target my Little Knight and I also target my Ambler Whale. And because I got rid of his Ambler Whale, that means the Promethean Princess cannot come back to the field because she has to destroy something to come back. Alright, and then now because I got rid of his island, he gets to destroy all the monsters on the field. Alright, and then we set our engage, and then our Little Knight comes back to us. Alright, he's going to activate the original Sinful Spoil, trying to search for something, but I'm going to ash that. Okay, then he's going to activate Call by the Grave. Alright, that's fine by me. No problem, no problem. Alright, so then he's going to get his Poplar. Then he's going to put back the Ash. Then the Poplar is going to special summon itself. Then he's going to activate Subversion, trying to push the Little Knight. So now I'm going to get rid of the Little Knight, and I'm going to get rid of the Ambler Whale. Alright, then he's going to normal summon Maxi, and I guess he's out of place. Alright, and that's how you dismantle Snake Eyes Fire King. And my man has the longest Korean name I've ever seen in my life. Alright, let's keep it moving. Alright, my people, welcome to our following replay. Alright, and here we're going to go up against one of our favorite new decks, the Pendulum Magician. So I really enjoyed this deck. Alright, so I don't really have any hand traps, so he's going to be able to go full wombo combo. So I'm just going to fast forward this. Okay, so he's going to go into the Electromite. And then as we all know, Electromite is going to search for the Astrograph. He's going to pop the card so the Astrograph can special summon itself. Okay, then he's going to search for our Light Worm. Then he's going to go into Exceed the Pendulum. Alright, then he's going to scale the Odd Eyes. So the fact that he scaled the Odd Eyes, that kind of let me know maybe he's not running the Zark package. Because part of the Zark package is you need this card as cost or whatever. So if he has it in the Pendulum Zone, then I felt like maybe he's not running the Zark package. Because that's one thing that I wanted to keep an eye out. Because the Zark can pretty much destroy everything that I summon. Alright, then he goes into the Appaloosa. He makes a Masquerena and he's got a Vortex Dragon. Okay, so he has an Omni Negate. He has a Masquerena, which can probably go into the Little Knight with this. And then he's got two Monster Negates. Okay, so we're going to start with Widow Anchor. We're going to try to negate the Masquerena or make it pop out. So he's going to activate the Vortex Dragon and he's going to negate the Widow Anchor. Alright, then we're going to activate Change of Heart. I'm going to steal his Appaloosa. So that's going to force the Masquerena. But I have a second Widow Anchor, so now I'm going to negate the Masquerena. Alright, and because I have Kurikara in my hand, I'm really trying to make him activate as many monsters as I can make him activate. Alright, and then now he's going to go and hit me with the Maxi. Alright. Okay, so now I activate the Autonomous Action Unit. I'm going to steal his Odd Eyes Dragon. And then with our token, we're going to go into the Kagari. Alright, and then with the Kagari, we're going to add back our Widow Anchor. Alright, and then now we can tribute away his two monsters. Alright, and then we have more than enough to OTK him. Dope, bro. What's up, my people? In this replay, we are going to go up against MathMech, I believe it is. Alright, yep, MathMech with some sort of, I guess it's kind of like a cyber pile. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward this because we don't have any hand traps, well, besides infinite impermanence, but he's gonna go full wombo combo, so let's just fast forward this. Okay, he's got the super factorial, he's gonna activate the circular now. Now he can go into his MathMech shenanigans. Alright, and then he made the Allen version over here, he made it with the diameter. So I know he has now that little negate with the diameter. So that's why I didn't use my infinite impermanence, because I felt like it's just going to be negated. So I thought I'm going to just save all of my negates for my turn, and I'm just going to try my best to, you know, get rid of his field. Alright, my man goes in right here, so he goes into Firewall Dragon. Then he's going to go into a Protector. Then he's going to recycle his Max C so he can use it on my turn. Alright, he's got the Crystal Heart. And he's going to bring back the Transcode Talker. Okay, and then with these two monsters, he's going to go into the VLAN Hydra. And here I thought he was trying to like you link me lock, whatever that thing is called, where they have link monsters on both extra monster zones. I thought that's what he was trying to do. Okay, but now he's going to go into the Dark Fluid, and he's going to bring back the Lingarivo. Okay, then he's going to send the Save Worm to the graveyard. Alright, and then now that's all he wrote. Alright, and so we draw into our Ghost Bell. Okay, so we're going to activate our Afterburner to kind of pop his Allen Bertian. Alright, and then that's going to trigger the Save Worm. Alright, and then he's going to activate the Super Factorial. But with the Ghost Ogre, I can negate the Super Factorial. And then he's just going to scoop. After all of that, he's just going to scoop. And he has a message for all you stun player enjoyers. Stun equals virgin. Alright, boy. You're going to offend a couple of people with that name. Alright, my beautiful people. In this replay, we are going to go up against Tearlament. Alright, so our opponent is going to normal summon the Rhinoheart. It's going to send the Havnis. Havnis is going to activate. Going to go into the one and only Kitkalos. Okay, then the Kitkalos is going to send the Tearlament Kashtira. The Kashtira is going to mill Havnis and a Destrudo. Alright. I feel like Tearlament players, they should really work at the mill farm, bro. Because all the milling that they do, they should be like a professional at that thing right now, you know? Alright, now with the Destrudo, he's going to be able to go into the Baron de Fleur. Okay, he's going to set 2 cards and pass. Alright, back to us. Okay, so we're going to normal summon Ray, special summon the Rose. Okay, with the Ray, we're going to go into our Hayate. Alright, then we're going to go into the battle phase, attack directly, and we're going to send nothing because the crime is going to prevent us from making the crime. Alright, so we get negated, and then he's going to send the Rhinoheart to the graveyard. Okay, that's going to trigger our Ray. But then the Baron de Fleur is going to negate the Ray from the graveyard from special summon itself back onto the field. Alright, and now with the Rose, we're going to go first. Well, first we're going to activate our multi-Rose. And now with the Rose, we're going to go into the Shizuku. And then we're going to tribute away his Baron de Fleur with our Kurikara. And then we're going to set Call by the Grave. And at the end phase, we're going to steal his Baron de Fleur. Your shorty is mine. Alright, and then with the Shizuku, I was going to add most likely our Engage, but he has the Ash Blossom, so he's going to negate it. Alright, so it's back to our opponent. Okay, opponent, he's going to activate Heartbeat. He's going to try to get rid of my Call by the Grave, so I'm going to banish his Kitkalos. Haha! Alright, then he's going to normal summon the Ash. So with the Sharon and the Ash, he's going to go into the Little Knight. Alright, then he's going to crash into my Shizuku. And that's all he wrote. Alright, my people, welcome to our next replay. Alright, and as always, we're going to go second. Try our best to go second with this deck. Okay, and this time we're going to go up against Exosisters. Okay, so he's going to hit me with Dimension Shifter, and Shifter can be a good counter to our deck because we do want to use our graveyard. We want to send our spell cards to the graveyard. Alright, so he's going to go into the Caspitel. Okay, then he's going to activate the Caspitel and he's going to search for the Martha. Okay, then the Martha is going to activate, but I'm going to hit it with the Ash Blossom. So we're going to negate that special summoning. Alright, and then now he's going to hit me with the Kaiser Coliseum. Alright, let's see, what can we do here? Alright, so we're going to activate the Afterburner. We're going to get rid of his Caspitel. Okay, then we're going to activate Engage. Okay, then we're going to search for our Widow Anchor. We're going to go into Ray. And then because I'm still under Shifter, I'm just going to normal summon the Ray and smack him for 1500. Okay, so now he's going to activate his Exosister. Alright, and then with these two monsters, he's going to go into the Michaelis. Alright, and the reason why I jumped off the Ray is because if I have a monster in my main monster zone, I cannot activate the Widow Anchor. So that's why I went into Shizuku. And then if Shizuku can live this turn, then I can add a card to my hand. Alright, so I'm going to negate the Michaelis. But the Michaelis has the second quick effect that he can banish a monster from my field. So he's going to banish the Shizuku and then he's going to activate the Returnia. And then the Returnia is going to get rid of my Ray. And then he's also going to banish my Shark Cannon. Alright, so he kind of dismantles me over here. Alright, and because of Shifter, you know, our cards does not go to the graveyard, so they go to the banish zone. Alright, so we draw into Rose. So with Rose, we're going to go into our Hayate. Alright, then we're going to attack directly so we can send a card to our graveyard. So we're going to send the Engage. Okay, then we're going to go into the Kagari. Okay, so with the Kagari, we're going to be able to recycle our Engage. Okay, so we activate Engage. And we're going to search for our Widow Anchor. Okay, and then we're going to activate our Triple Tactics Thrust. Okay, he's going to hit me with the Draw and Lockbird. Alright, and then we take away his monster with our Widow Anchor. Okay, now with these two monsters, we're going to go into our SP Little Knight. And then with the SP Little Knight, we're going to banish that Coliseum, get that Floodgate out of here. And he's going to call it Scoops. Yeah, connection fail. Alright, sure. Whatever you say, buddy. Alright, my people. In this replay, we are going to go up against Pendulum Magicians. Alright, we have no hand trap, so that means he's going to be able to go full combo. So we're going to fast forward this a little bit. Alright. He's going to go full wombo combo. So he's going to go into the Electromite. So the Electromite is going to get him his Astrograph. And he's going to pop the Iris Magician. So now the Iris Magician is going to be able to search him for one of the Pendulum Graph spell or trap card. Okay, so he gets the spell card. Okay, now he's going to go into Exceed the Pendulum. Exceed the Pendulum is going to put back one of his monsters from the extra deck to the hand. Okay, then he can special summon that monster. Now he can go into the Masquerena. Alright, and now he ends his turn. Alright, so we start by normal summoning Ray. That's going to trigger the Exceed the Pendulum to special summon the Supreme King. And the Supreme King is going to search for follow-up, which is his Wings of Light. Okay, I'm going to activate my Triple Tactics Thrust. He's going to try to hit it with the Ash Blossom, but we got that finger for the Ash. Alright, so we negate the Ash, get that shit out of here, and we continue with our plays. Alright, so with the Thrust, we're going to search for our Harpy's Feather Duster because we need to get rid of the back row. And he's going to activate this card right here. So you can target, what is it going to do? I forgot. You can target one Magician Pendulum card you control in your monster zone and one card your opponent controls and destroy them. So he's trying to destroy my Ray, but the Rays had the quick effect so that I can bounce her off the field and then I can link summon into one of my link monsters. Alright, and because he's gonna go into the SP Little Knight, So I knew that whatever I link into is most likely going to get banished. So I go into the Kaina because right now the Kaina, I don't really need it. Alright, and then now I can activate the Ray, but then that's going to trigger his Little Knight. So actually he's going to banish the Little Knight from my graveyard. I mean, my Ray from the graveyard with the Little Knight. But it's all good, so now we're going to get rid of his back row. Alright, and then now we can tribute away his field with our Kurikara. Okay, so we're going to attack him for 4,500. And then in the end phase, we're going to steal his Little Knight. Alright, and then that's all we wrote. Okay, so he's got the Off Magician and the Double Iris Magician. He's going to activate the Wings of Light. And he's going to search for the Dark Worm. Okay, so he's going to now activate the Magician so that he can get the Supreme King Gate back to his hand. Then he's going to Pendulum Summon. Alright, then the Light Worm is going to activate, bringing back the Supreme King to his hand. Okay, then he's going to normal summon the Dark Worm. I'm going to now activate the Little Knight, and I'm going to banish the Light Worm. And the reason why I'm going to banish the Light Worm is because this card is actually a tuner, and it's a level 4, and then this card is a level 4 too. So I was afraid of him going into like a Borolo Dragon or anything like that. And because he has Exceed the Pendulum, so that's going to be like a 3 material for the Borosword. So I did not want that to happen. Alright, and then now he goes into Beyond the Pendulum, and this was a little confusing to me because he already Pendulum summoned. So Beyond the Pendulum now has the effect that you cannot activate any effects until you Pendulum summon. So he pretty much kind of screwed himself by going into Beyond the Pendulum. And I guess he realizes it, so he scoops. Alright, alright. Alright, my people, in this replay we are going to go up against Spright Melfy, which is a deck that I haven't seen in quite some time. Alright, so our opponent is going to activate Shifter, and then he's going to pass turn. Alright, so Shifter can hurt us, so I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to activate the Autonomous Action Unit, and I'm going to steal his Shifter. And then with his Shifter, I'm just going to smack him for 1,200, and then that's all I wrote. Alright, so now he normal summons the Maxi so he can special summon the Jet. The Jet's going to get him his starter. He's going to go into the Gigantic Spright, activate the Gigantic Spright, but I'm going to negate it with the Ash Blossom. Okay, then the starter is going to search him the blue, then the blue is going to search him the red. Alright, then he's going to crash into the Shifter, smack me for 1,200, smack me for 1,100. Then with these two monsters, he's going to go into the Elf. Okay, then the Elf is going to bring back the Maxi, and then now with the red and the Maxi, he's going to go into the Melfy. Then he's going to add himself a Caddy. Okay, then the Caddy is going to special summon itself at the end phase. Alright, then back to us. Okay, so we're going to activate Change of Heart. We're going to steal his Spright Elf. He's going to try to reborn the red, but I have the Ghost Bell, so I'm going to negate it. Alright, and then I'm going to activate my second Change of Heart, and I'm going to steal the Caddy. And now with these two monsters, I'm going to go into the Camellia. And with the Camellia, I was going to send most likely the Engage to the graveyard. But he has the Infinite Impermanence, so he's going to negate the Camellia. Alright, and then now we're going to link it off into Hayate. Okay, and then with Hayate, we're going to attack directly. And then now we can try to send one more time. So we're going to send our Engage. Okay, then now the Hayate is going to go into the Kagari. Whoosh. Alright, and then we can get back our Engage, but he has the Veiler. I guess he was just waiting for it. But that's going to activate now my Thrust. So with the Thrust, I'm going to search for my Engage. Okay, so we activate Engage. Alright, and then we're going to search for our Afterburners. Okay, so with the Afterburners, we're going to pop the Melfy. And because we have 3 or more spell cards in our graveyard, I can pop his back row. So he had another Infinite Impermanence. Okay, and then now we're going to go into the Shizuku. And we're going to set our Widow Anchor. And then we're going to add our Multi-Roll. And I guess he bricked, so he's gonna call it quits. Alright, my people, welcome to the decklist portion of the video. And very quickly, I just wanted to show you guys, I was playing this in the second stage of the World Championship Qualifier. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have a whole lot of time, so I didn't get to play a lot of games, but I think I played maybe around 30 games or so. So I was able to rack up 8,000 points, and out of those 30 games, I'm pretty sure I won like around 23, 25. So I had a pretty good success rate with this deck. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that to you guys. So now, let's go into the deck list one more time. And then in some of the replays, as you might have seen, I was running the Ghost Bell, this card right here, but I decided to cut it for a mind control. And the only reason why I decided to cut it for the mind control, because the sole purpose of the deck was to kind of steal our opponent's monsters and then use them as OTK material. But the Ghost Bell is a really great card, I think, to have in this current meta, because there are so many decks that rely on the graveyard that the Ghost Bell can shut down. So don't sleep on the Ghost Bell for sure. Alright, and then if you need the deck list, I went over it in the beginning, but I just want to let you know that I will leave a link in the description to my YGOPro page. So there you can find also the deck list if you so need it. And yeah, so that's going to be it for the video. Thank you all so much. If you enjoyed it, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, as it will help me out, and I will thank you all immensely. Any questions, comments, or concerns that you may have, drop it down below in the comments, as I always reply as soon as I can. So thank you all so much. Continue enjoying your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. Kiwami Games, peace out.